Recording.
Hello.
Hey. I'm just about to start the recording, Dresden.
Oh shit. Okay.
And we're about to go live, so.
Annie, I don't know. I think Constance is still waiting to get in.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh no, I'm right here.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure you made it.
I'll be on camera in a sec. I just literally got to like this Airbnb and I'm like putting my stuff up real quick. So give me 1 sec.
I look really bad on camera and I'm drinking, so I'm sorry.
Mood.
I'm just gonna go out because the pizza delivery guy is here, then I'll be back.
Oh man, I want pizza.
Sandy, if you want to make me co-host so if people come in, I can add them.
Thanks, Drew. On
Well,
it. All right, we are live. Welcome, guys, to day one of iSurvivor 36. We are currently trekking underneath the deep and dark canopy of the Black Forest here in Germany, a land that appears minted from a child's storybook, lined with deeply carved valleys, thick woodlands, luscious meadows, and wispy waterfalls. 24 castaways are soon to be abandoned here, left to fend for themselves over the next 39 days. This is their story. This is iSurvivor. In this vast forest that we left to fend for themselves, forced to work together to create a new online society while battling strategies against one another. There will be no breadcrumbs to follow home until you are voted out of the game. Everyone is completely accountable for their actions. They must learn to adapt or they'll be voted off. In the end, only one will remain and will leave the forest as the sole iSurvivor. 24 castaways have been separated into 2 tribes, a fresh group of fans who have signed up to write their iSurvivor story. They will face off against a group of favorites who have been waiting to rewrite theirs. The Anfang tribe will always wear purple, consist of 12 fans: Brian, Lauren, Brea, Charlie, Tony, Deshaun, Kennedy, Alicia, John, Emma, Devin, and Goldie. The Zeke tribe will always wear green, consists of 12 favorites: Travis, Melissa, Gwen, Will, Lance,
Lisa!
Dresden, Gritty, Constance, Gluck, Aisha, Shannon, and Lila. Each tribe, you guys have a text and voice channel, which I'm sure you saw already on the Discord. This is where your tribe will have its communication. It's not limited to other platforms. You can add your tribe on Twitter, talk there. You can add your tribe on Facebook, talk there. But there's your tribe chat and your tribe voice call, which you will use for the majority of the game when it comes to challenge strategy and just everyday interactions. Over the next 6 weeks, these 2 tribes will battle the elements of the game and each other until one only one will remain standing. 39 days, 24 people, one iSurvivor. Okay, that spiel's over. All right, we are going to move on to the way this game is going to start. So welcome castaways to the 36th season of iSurvivor. This season, obviously, 12 veterans, 12 veterans and 12 fans for what we call fans versus favorites. And this is my 4th season of fans versus favorites. So you will be the champion of the Force FVF if you are the winner. Obviously, for the fans, this is your first opportunity. This is the best way to start off your iSurvivor stories in a fairy tale themed season. Get a little bit more magical for you. And favorites, if your luck wasn't righteous for you the first time, second time, third time, however many times you played, this is the perfect season for you. Maybe your time away is giving you that little bit of magic that wasn't around the first or however many times. Now, you can't really see this, but I'm going to link an image really quickly. I'll link the image in your tribe chats. If you can't look at it right now, I'll also post it in this chat here on Zoom. I'm going to post the image and then I'll start speaking again from my script. Okay. So this season is obviously inspired by the Grimm brother fairy tales, which tend to have a darker side than the most common tales that you might recognize. The Black Forest is as beautiful as it is dangerous. And this season, you'll be given the opportunity to explore this enchanted land. Hidden within the magical greenery of this forest are 6 different fairy tales. Each fairy tale coincides with a special game power that will greatly help the castaway who is in possession of it. The 6 stories are as followed, and you will have a whole post of this on the pro boards. I will link you to it so you can read everything that I've just said again, okay? So the 6 fairy tales are Godfather Death, Golden Key, Queen Bee, Rapunzel, Singing Bone, and White Snake. Each of these storybooks are 4 pages long. In order to claim the power that is associated with each specific book, you must find all of those 4 pages that are hidden within the forest. However, only chosen players will be able to explore into the forest per episode. This is not a free-for-all. Additionally, aside from the magical powers given for finding a fairy tale book, there are also a few bonus powers out there to find. The forest is yours for the taking and offers incredible abundance. The path is yours to take, just as the game is yours to write. As a starting gift from production, each of you will be given 1 page from 1 book. And the rest is up to you to find. I wish you the best of luck. The fairy tale starts now. Thank you very much. We worked hard on that introduction to the game. Now, anybody have any general questions from what I just mentioned? Again, you will be able to reread it, but any just general questions that might aid everybody here? Anybody? Feel free to unmute and ask if you do have one. Nope. Okay, so aside from the forest and anything associated with this season, general rules and regulations and what will be expected from you is what will come next. All right. So I've already linked you guys to the pro boards, right? Everybody needs to make an account there. If you're having issues making an account, I will meet you one-on-one and we'll try to sort it out. All right. So once you make an account there, read the rules, sign them. But I'm going to discuss with you right now the most important rules. Okay. No challenge is ever mandatory. You can participate If you want to help out your tribe, not help out your tribe, I don't give a damn, right? If you don't show up to a live challenge, hey, I'm not the one who needs immunity, right? That's all on you. So you will not get penalized for not showing up or doing a challenge. You will be penalized if you do not meet with production or record a confessional on your own each episode. So you either meet with production in our Discord voice chat. We will prompt you and interview you what's going on, sort of like the real show. We'll prompt, we'll interview you. Bam. If you do that with us every episode, you're golden. It won't take more than 5 minutes. I don't got all the time in the world, right? And if you don't want to meet with production, if you prefer to record yourself, so you know exactly what you want to say, how you want to say it, you can record it yourself and then link us to a YouTube video unlisted in your confessional on Discord. So either record one, meet with us on our meet us on Discord for a live confessional. Does everybody understand? Record it or meet with us live. You only need one this season. You may have experienced iSurvivor in the past where you needed more than one confessional. That is no longer the criteria. You need one. All right. In terms of voting, you are never forced to attend tribal council, but tribal council is really the only time in this game that you really get to put your face out there for the viewers and stuff. So I prefer everybody to show up for tribal council, especially at the merge. The pre-merge tribal councils, they will be recorded, they will be archived, they will be released to the public after the game. Obviously, we don't want one tribe to see what goes on in another camp. But in terms of tribal councils, you will be given a deadline or the time that a tribal council will start. If you cannot attend, you just communicate with production. Hey, Sandy, tribal councils at 10 p.m. I don't get off till 10 p.m. I'm going to vote ahead of time. You are allowed to lock in your vote ahead of time. And if you happen to get out of work early that night when you didn't think you were going to be able to make tribal council, say you make tribal council, right? And your vote is already locked, you will be able to change your vote if some strategy had gone on from when you locked your vote to when you showed up at tribal council. Does that make sense? But if you do lock in your vote and you don't show up for tribal council, I will be taking what is locked in your confessional. If you don't show up to a tribal, we weren't aware that you weren't going to show up to tribal, you didn't lock in a vote, you're going to get a self vote. All right. I should have mentioned this prior, but if you do not record a confessional or you do not meet with production for a live confessional per episode, you will also get a self vote. If you're going to tribal, you will get a self vote. If your tribe won immunity and you don't submit a confessional or do a live one, you will get a strike. So a self vote is essentially a strike. If you get, not really into baseball. There's no 3-strike rule. This is you fucking get a strike twice, you're out. Once, shame on you. Second time, I'm sorry, but you know better. All right. I hope to make sure that all of you guys are clear on the rules, to know what's expected. And I don't want to give out strikes. I want you guys to vote each other out. I don't want to have to intervene and be like, okay, so so-and-so is not following the criteria. They read and signed the rules. Now I got to pull them. We don't like that. I want you guys to snuff each other's torches. Okay. Drew, am I missing any other main rules? Pretty much confessional criteria and then strikes.
You want to talk about tribal council rules?
Meaning what, like what exactly?
Talking during tribal.
Oh yeah. So if you are attending tribal this season, when you're at tribal, you are at tribal, meaning there will be no discussing one-on-one with people during tribal as to, oh my God, let's vote this way. No, your tribal council strategy happens before tribal council. If you want to discuss something whilst at tribal council with somebody, you will do it publicly. So make sure you get all your strategy out of the table and out of your heart, out of your mouth, out of your mind before tribal. Because if you want to change the plan, you're going to have to do it some way at tribal. If you need a code word, broccoli, plan B, you know, then that's what you scream at tribal. Okay. Everybody understand that? Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? Does anybody have any questions based off of anything that I just told you? You guys seem like a very smart cast. So I imagine when challenge instructions get posted and stuff, there'll just be no questions. Everybody like, I got it first time, huh? Oh, what about my contract? Lisa, if you watched Lance's Meet Me, he does have a Final Four contract. So yeah, he might be
So
here
don't vote me. It'll be voided. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah. Just okay, in terms of the flow of the game. So we try to keep it from a 3 to 5 day cycle per round. We try to keep it as genuine to the actual show as possible. So one day you would get a tree mail notifying you of the time of that a challenge is posted. During the tribal phase, those challenges usually will be 24 hours in length, allowing people in different time zones to help out when they can, right? So it'll go tree mail one day, challenge the next day, tribal council will follow. So mostly on a 3-day cycle, sometimes challenges that are a little bit more elaborate or that need to have a scheduled live time because people need to be around at the same time. Those challenges might make that episode 4 days or might make that episode 5 days. But I tried to keep it at a 39 to like 42-day experience just for my sanity as well as yours. I think that's pretty much it, right?
You want to talk about tree mail?
What about it?
What they do during tree mail?
Oh, yes. Okay. So the tree mail will be posted a little bit later tonight, possibly in the morning. I will let you guys know when it's coming or if it's going to be tomorrow morning, because I actually do have something to do later tonight. But if it doesn't take all night, tree mail will go up. This season, when tree mail is posted, each tribe needs to have a tribe leader. This season, it will change each episode. So for the first challenge, once you get tree mail, you'll be vaguely clued in on what the challenge may require. And then you guys can determine, okay, who might be best suited for what we think this is, right? That leader would be called the storyteller. So that storyteller will be in charge of making decisions during challenges. If that storyteller needs to split the tribe up like listeners and speakers or something like that, the leader will determine, okay, you guys want to be speakers, you guys are the listeners. As well as if anything needs to be submitted, if a challenge requires a submission of some sort, like a picture or a list or something, the leader will be the one to relay that to production, all right? Alongside that, when a storyteller is crowned, before the challenge is posted, that storyteller will have to name a sidekick, but they will be naming a sidekick for the opposing tribe. You will not be picking your own sidekick. You will be picking a sidekick of the opposing tribe. You might forget this. It will always be detailed in tree mail, but just so you know, when tree mail is posted, you will need a storyteller. And then once we know who the storyteller is, and you guys won't have eons to decide this. This isn't something that's going to take you half a day. When I say, if I know that, hey, Charlie's his first storyteller, Charlie, when production approaches you and is like, who do you crown as the sidekick of the opposing tribe, we expect you to respond or answer, in a timely manner. So storytellers and sidekicks will be crowned and named before heading into each challenge. And then further things will be revealed as to why and where and who and how and what. Okay. Drew, was that good enough?
Yep, that was golden.
All right. Does anybody have any questions before I end this and y'all can skedaddle and get to know each other and do whatever it is you have to do for the night? All right. So I just wanted to detail. Okay, so
Sorry, I was having a hard time hitting the unmute button. I apologize.
No,
but will I be able to like revisit this recording so I could gather all the details, because that was a lot.
Yes, of course,
Okay.
And there will also be a post. The post won't detail what I just said about the tree mail stuff, but the tree mail stuff will be detailed in a tree mail post. Everything game related in terms of the searching and the books and all that, that's detailed in the day one post that will be posted here shortly. And I'll
All
link
right.
I'll link you guys to everything. Do not hesitate to just be clear on stuff in your production chat. And again, don't hesitate to troll the shit out of my co-host.
And make sure you do @moderator. Don't just do one of us so we all get it.
Yeah, @moderators, right? @moderators. You just tag us all, and whoever sees it first will come to your aid. All right. Oh, so let me just detail. In our first fans versus favorites, that was 2009. It was won by a female favorite. Fans versus favorites 2, which was in Japan, was 2014, and that was won by a female fan. In Tibet, fans versus favorites 3 was Tibet, was won by a female vet. So this season, fans versus favorites 4, let's see if that trend continues or if we get a different type of winner. Regardless, guys, we are done here. Skedaddle, get out of here, go live your iSurvivor dreams, go write those stories. All right. It's been a pleasure. Thank you all for getting your homework done. Thank you all for signing up. Thank you all for dealing with my harassment about your homeworks, because yeah, I know I did that to a lot of you, but you all are all stars. You all are special. And yeah, I can't wait to crown one of you the winner. All right, bye. Bye. Bye.
Is that me?
Cheers.